Right, now try 20B. The same principle, 8,400 is invested. Now the interest rate is 9% per annum. PA refers to per annum for 6 years. Now if it is compounded monthly, what is the difference between compounded yearly and compounded monthly in this question? How many times is it compounded for part A? 6 times, excellent. Now the difference in part B is that it is compounded monthly, which means every end of 1 month they compound it once. Okay, so in 1 year, how many times do you think they'll compound it? 12. All can see why, right? At the end of 6 years, how many times do you think they compound it? Yeah, they compound it 72 times. 72 times compounded versus just 6 times in part A. Okay, so that will be the number of periods. Remember our compound interest formula? We've got this A n equals to principal times 1 plus r over 100 to the power of n. This n over here refers to the number of periods, number of times it is compounded. So you are able to tell me now that this n equals to 6 times 12, yes? Which is 72. That is the number of times it is compounded. Then we've got our principal already, didn't change, 8,400. What about this r over here? What does r stand for? Interest rate. But is it per annum? You think about it. In part A, 9% per annum, they compound it every year. So 6%, after the following year, another 6%, 6%, 6%. Oh, sorry, 9%, 9%, 9%, 9%. In part B, they compound it monthly. Do you think they will give you 9% every month? 9%, 9%, 9%.
Yes.
No, they won't. That is too much money. Okay, and in the question they said that 9% is per annum, right? What do you think we should do in this case to find out the interest rate? To find the interest rate per month. 9 divided by 12, that's it. Okay, so we know that this r is not going to be 9 divided by 12. So my working for 20B is going to look like this. So A, n. The value of n, I know it is 6 times 12. So A, 72. Remember, this A refers to the total amount. It is the interest plus the principal. Okay, this is equals to the principal, which is 8,400 times 1 plus. Now the value of R. You told me that it is 9 over 12, isn't it? 9 over 12, okay. So 9 over 12 over 100. I want you to notice, to take a close look at how I write a fraction in a fraction. 9 over 12 divided by 100, okay. So then this whole thing is to the power of 6 times 12. This is going to be the total amount. And I should get 14385.44 with some more decimals. You go and figure out what, use your calculator, give me at least one more value over here. Oh, it's a 2, is it? Okay. So 2, then we round it off to 2 dp. You can round it off at this step because subsequently when you minus your 8,400, you are going to get the required amount, okay, which is the interest. Or you can choose to round it off at the final step. So interest equals to A72 minus 8,400, which is 14385.442 minus 8400 to get a value of 5985.442, yes? 5985.44. Okay, so this is our interest. Who managed to get this doing it yourself at home? Can I have a show of hands? Okay, so for those of you who did it and you got it correct, did you have to refer to the example 20 part B or part C? You have to do that? Yeah, and that is how our textbook is structured. Every time you see a try it, there is a new concept, there's a new approach, new type of question that you need to learn how to handle. And the previous example will show you the same type of question. Okay? Now, I was talking about this. Fraction in a fraction. Is it clear that I've got 9 over 12? Then that fraction is divided by 100. Is it clear? Okay, how about if I write it this way? Versus 9 over 12 over 100. Versus 9 over 12 over 100. Okay, is there a difference between these three? Okay, let's talk about the first and the last one. What's the difference?
9 divided by 12 over 100.
It's not saying much, right? Okay, so for this one, it is obviously 9 over 12 divided by 100, right? How about this one? How about the last one?
Divided by 12 over 100.
Is there a difference mathematically?
Yes.
You so sure? Why don't you use your calculator to find out? Okay, so for this case, you take 9 divided by 12, then you divide it by 100. Let's see what we get. 9 divided by 12 divided by 100. I get 3 over 400. Okay, for this case, I get how much? 75. Do you get it? So, do you all really get it? Okay. Then, does this therefore mean that we should be writing very clearly so that the marker does not misunderstand? Do you agree? Okay, so how is it that you can look at the first one and the third one and tell me that, hey, they are different, Mr. Wong, they are different? Yeah, there's a long line, right, to illustrate that there is a smaller fraction on top that is divided by 100 for the left hand side. And similarly for the right hand side. So what happens if you write it like that in the middle? Only you know what you are writing. Only you know what you are trying to say. So this is ambiguous. Ambiguous. Okay, when I write like that, it means I don't know how to spell. Okay? But that's not the point. So we shouldn't write like that, okay? Some of your homework, you actually wrote it like that. So I circle. Practice. Write what you mean. Can? So that is all for Try It 20. We got one last part, which is Try It 21. This is working backwards. They give you all the information, they want you to find the original loan, the principal. So can we take some time to try this first? Try 21 now. So these are your homework questions.